Good morning, good afternoon, and good afternoon, right? It's 12. First, I just want to say thank you to Glide for having me here. I want to thank Ramona for bringing me here. And I want to acknowledge how many of my heroes have stood here. It's an honor. This piece is a pivot for me. When I talk about Black joy, it's something we have to define for ourselves as Black people, but at some point as a writer and as a human, I realized that Black joy for me wasn't about resisting all the time. It wasn't about acknowledging a traumatic past all the time. It wasn't about looking into oppression to find myself all the time. It was about being a creator, and this was the first time that I created a world instead of spent a whole bunch of energy and time unnecessarily trying to resist one, so it's really special to me. It's called Being's Atmosphere of a Dream. It was commissioned by Rashad Newsom for his masterwork, Assembly. It swims, cool and reflective, vibrantly colorless, saturated and introspective. Be here now, at least for a little while. No matter how present you are, it's impossible to know if you will remember a single thing. Spiderwebs with no spiders, silkworms playing with their friends. It is nothing. It is crisp. It is absent and bright. It's the end and the beginning. It is everything because it is. There's no point in waiting around here. No reason to travel down pale cotton candy-lined streets. You will not meet the inhabitants. Somehow you've always known who they are. This is infinite. This is everything. If a word must first be a thought before it's spoken into being, then these are not words. These are the mad ramblings of a fumbling God. Now, you can fly. You'll always catch the ball. These words are things that meant to be received by a man who wants to be changed by the quality of words. This is a place where thoughts are ever changing their form. They morph at a speed undetectable to the human eye, so you close them and venture back into your mind. There is room here for every universe. Sometimes a star will walk on by, not concerned with who you are, not bothered that you are a man, not bothered that you can only ever be jealous. You wish to see it up close. Now, none of your former wishes apply. Constellations are inconsiderate things. Things are considered and deconstructed. Remember, this is a place where words are thoughts and thoughts are things. Don't puzzle yourself with stars, sherbet, or red doors. You don't get to know. You do get to wonder. Wonder up a marvelous thing. Wander down any corridor. Open any drawer. You get the feeling, the gist, and the desire, all pressed between your mind and the intergalactic sky. Stars are allowed to get tired of being wished upon, tired of pushing light into the cornea, tired of looking stationary just because it eases your mind. Stars know who they are. They know that you will never see beyond your own sun-dotted confusion, refreshed, born over and over again, always being born, never finding time to die. There is no time in this place. You could connect it all to a single second, but first, you'd have to find one. Seconds are rare. They breed in time. How long is a lifetime in an atmosphere without time? There isn't so much to know. There's plenty to believe. Beliefs are not thoughts. They are ideas. Ideas can change. Knowing is an earthly thing. Knowing is an atom bomb, a forest on fire, an eyelash that scratches out the eyes of its host. Remember, this is an atmosphere. This is not a place. An atmosphere is not a place, it is a thought. What is a thought? A voice screams for that which transcends our current views, our current beliefs. A thought is a voice that screams for that which transcends our current views. Questions are asked with the belief that somewhere knowledge is being kept safe. Answers are not always in words. They are found in silence, waiting for someone who can hear them. Ideas are words in the wind, a wind that steals into the city and then into the sky. They are molecules that billow and slowly float down. We feel them pressed between our tongues and our minds. The tongue does not speak. The mind can't be found, so we cut into our brains, but they've been infected by time. Thoughts are the killer. Thoughts cut into the plan without a thought of thoughts. Time begins with thought. Thought will be consumed by time. It's the same with our history. It's written into us, a copy of the past, a history of our future. Turn your head and hear with your skin. Listen like you're searching for a breeze. Think not thoughts. Feelings are the thoughts of the heart trying to reach a preoccupied mind. Life is a paradox. We are born, we die, and yet we live on, a paradox, not a contradiction. We are pure energy, microcurrents leaving our minds, engaging with the atmosphere in an imperceptible side. We are not the body, we are the substance, the soul, the cool electricity that can never boil. We are a family of minds, a rock formation, the fabric of our body, tree of our spines, mountain of our spirit, lights of our soul, clouds of our thoughts, waves of our emotions, music of our feet, halo of our envy, rivers of our compassion, melodies of our joy, eagles of our wisdoms, song of our sorrow, leaves of our love, hurricanes of our longing, flowers of our tongues, rain of our regret, lightning of our power. We cannot dismiss our collective energy, the nucleus of our atoms rotating in perfect symmetry, tilted on Earth's axis, far beyond this crust mental core. We are made of breath, of water, of intimacies, containing 1 trillion perfectly orbiting planets. Each of us is a universe of sublime perfection, defiant resurrection, carrying our DNA forward. The technology of our hearts, touch of our lips, love of our perfection. We are each other, a cumulative consciousness. A boundary is the distance I need to love you and me simultaneously. The distance is a tension-defining contrast that makes you you, that makes me me, diving in and out of difference. This Kodak contact lens digital blossom, the wilted photograph of our memory, the dream that woke forgotten, the spectacle distortion hushed and blurred mind. The watchful eye that did not watch, the blinded eye that could not see, the web of our own time, the time that is full of time, the time that is with the time of time. A wax clock melts, an alarm snoozes, a watch waits. The tick-tock hops out of rhythm, skips the beat, sacrifices the movement, and becomes incomplete. Now we live in a digital world. We no longer wait for the sun to set and rise. We no longer have to be reminded of time because it's always here. It is always now. Unmagnified distortion, instant, insistent, present, current, durational being, absent of past and future. Not now, but right now, for as long as now can be. This is the way of the now. This is the way of the here of the now of the here, floating in a timeless, ever-present moment, saturating the expected unknown, fluffing the pillows of my disillusion. It's a lovely and painful place to be. It's a place of second chances and first chances. It's a place of the brightest hope and the darkest despair. It's a place of the most loving sacrifice and the most hateful betrayal. It's a place of the most beautiful faith and the most painful doubt. It's a place of the most hopeful promise and the most heartbreaking anguish. Fourth chances, third chances, fifth chances. It's only ever now, which means you get more chances. Don't worry about making mistakes. If you don't repeat them, you'll outlive them. Olive oil-colored sacrament, all is forgiven. Pull back the curtain, unfog the mirror, see past the hurried sorrow. The concept is death. That is what it means to be human, waking from the dream that was life. To be a human is to have a mind. You know what you want. You want what you know. Whimsical, rapacious rhapsody, much red, a little blue, this cluttered sock drawer where clocks rewind but can't tell time, a former figment, the previous location of our confusion, the origin of our exploration, a feat to compare. A key, a note, a melody, a groove, a pulse, a color, a phrase, a scent, a memory, an atmosphere for a dream. and now, and now, and now.